Oh my god, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to a review of Young Ladies Don't Play with Fighting Games. Yo, let me just say this. This is why I love this show. This is why I feel like this show needs to be recommended more. This is why this show is so good that it makes you want to get back into fighting games. This is what they do. Fighting games get you tense. It gets you hyped. It tells a story and it pushes you and pushes you and pushes you to the point where you're like, okay, I'm gonna shut these pieces of shit up. I'm gonna shut every last one of them out. Everything about this episode was intense. I felt it. The blood, the the intensity, the freaking chaos that is gonna happen. And that little brat, that little brat needs to freaking lose. She needs to die. She needs to exist for out of the tournament. Because after watching this episode, I am stunned by many, many things. So much so that I felt it. Yo, this is one of those intense Yuri animes to watch. And I get it. It's not as hype as all the other shows out this year. I get it. I don't know, with Tanya, Saga the Evil. Then you got Ray Zero coming. I get it. It's not the most talked about, but I feel like watching this show, it will get you guys to love fighting games even more, even if it's a Yuri thing. Now, I get it. Again, people don't give Yuri a chance, but this is one of the shows you have to give it a chance. And after watching this episode, you're like, oh my God, you don't know what to say. But after this, I'm just lost for words. But I'm gonna get right to it because there's so much going on that my brain just scrambling into. I can't really like. It's one of those shows where he's like, it's one of these episodes where it's like, what do you expect me to say? And we got it. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Oh my God, it's hot because there's so much heat in this episode. So much heat. So, episode 7 is called The Lesser Devil. And these girls play their first tournament matches and mix results. We got the cliffhanger. We got the match where we got to see two teammates going at it. Two Chun Li users going at it. And I felt the intensity of that match because one was not going to pull the trigger. The thing with fighting games is playing fighting games is like a game of chicken. You want to bluff them. You want to bluff that player, make them waste their combos and their specials to the point where they got nothing left to lose, where they all out of options. We got to see a Baxter Riola and the other guy, the Kurobar guy, flashback to a time when Street Fighter 4 existed. And at the time, Street Fighter 4 was the thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty for most players to get back into Street Fighter with Street Fighter 4. And that was the moment where he met him at an arcade store arcade game at a convenience store, and they battled. He repetitive, and he was an Akuma user. Back then, he was an Akuma user, and he was a Ryu user. And all he did was shoryuken, just stunning him. And ever since then, Ryoya, the red hair guy, has been beating up bullies, gangsters, riding a motorcycle, head of Yakuza, and he's been winning all these games. But the one thing he has never done was to beat him. And that's what's getting him good. Yeah, he won tournaments and all these other tournaments he's been to in Street Fighter games. But against him, it was not. So watching this matchup was so good that it was a game of chicken. Who was going to pull the freaking trigger? Both of them using Chun Li moves, and they're all trying to do the crouch moves, trying to like low kicks, trying to see who's going to pull that trigger. And from that last round they fought, he got him with a grab. So then it's like, okay, sorry. Then it's like, okay, you're not gonna pull the trigger again. After he did that, boom, he made him waste all his combos, and then the blonde-haired guy did it again. He bluffed him and then did his moves. He took him out of the tournament. It was, again, I like what they're doing with this scene. It was like seeing, you know how like every anime has the kind of feeling when they win and lose kind of vibe. So seeing that match was about two clash motorcycles and which one was gonna break. That's what this was. I'm like, yo, that was intense. Very intensive match to start off, and it was really good. Now, as for Aya, as for Mio, she lost to the loser bracket, but then she got But then, you know, in the loser bracket, she won a few matches as well. But she still did that same combo where she's always in the corner and she's always pulling off the thing. That's what she did. I liked it. I like it. But everyone did good. Everyone did good at that part. But then it's this brat. Arisa, this little freaking brat. Guileless bullshit. Yo, is she the new Mine from the Shoe Hero? Like, you don't understand. Look. I hate bitch ass Mine. I hate her to the core. I really do. This little brat, I don't give a crap. She need to get her ass spanked. She needs to be spanked by her parents. Let the fighting game spank her ass because she deserves it. She's dissing Aya, Mio, Yui, Takumi. She's just dissing them so bad. And I'm like, yo, this brat needs to die. She was a jerk last week, and she's a jerk now. Talk about, oh, fighting games is about violence and all that. Okay, look, we understand violence, video games is all that. We get the conversation. But fighting games goes with the tense and the blood, and I get it, showing off who's the best of the best. But what she doesn't realize is that games, even if it's fighting games, shooting games or whatever, they bring people to the show. I mean, they bring people together. You know, win, lose, draw, it brings people together. That intensity outside got me, oh my God. Oh my God. She said, I love Mio's. Well, here's the thing. I didn't know they have history. Aya and Arisa, they have history. Looking back on last week, I'm like, oh, you recognize her. So now I'm looking at Arisa's backstory. And back then when she got picked on, she was a shy girl, she got picked on. And then Aya stepped in. And then it was that Yuri moment right there. We don't get a lot, again, we got some Yuri moments in this one. Especially with Arisa telling Aya, I love you. And that was the moment she fell in love with her. But then when they played Street Fighter, again, their backstory flickered a bit. When she was a Gao user, and when she beat her, she's like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. That was the moment when she started to play games alone. Playing ranked matches and don't give a crap about making friends. And I love Mio stepped up, telling her, you ain't gonna be no friends, you little brat. That's why you have no friends. To the point when the rage, the Street Fighter rage came in. The lesser devil, the freaking rage came in. And her dash, shoot. It was like we actually seen a freaking boss battle, a mini boss. She went dash, she threw her Yakusoba. And then Mio just did this slightly Ryu thing that ricochet the Ryaku and landed on Inu's head. So much so that she's not even freaked out. I love how Inu kept the entire scene. I love how she kept the entire scene there to the point where she had the Yokosoba hat on. Not even phased about it. Like, oh, I got noodles in my hair. No, she kept it like noodles there. Nothing serious. Oh, it's just noodles. She kept it cool. She got a noodle hat. That's the thing. But in that moment where that little brat hit Mio and scratched her face, I'm like, yo, Mio, you know what? I said last week I want somebody to take her down. Now I'm under pressure. You know what? Forget what I said last week. This week, I want Mio to take that bitch down. I want Mio to take that little brat down. Shut her up. Shut that woman up. Shut that cheeky brat up. I hope she beats her. I hope they face off. I really, really hope she beats her. I'm not even kidding. Beat her. You better beat her. And then all of a sudden, it got stopped by one of the dormitories. And secretly, I didn't know. I'm serious, I didn't know. That her and Takumi are sisters. I did not know that. I really didn't know that. I'm like, sister? So she plays Street Fighter too. She plays Street Fighter as well. The bloody macaroni and the way she is so bloody cunning. The evilness, venomous eyes that she had against Takumi is like, yo. It was so intense that Takumi didn't even want to stare at her sister. She's looking across her like that. She didn't even want to see her sister's face, like eye to eye. That's how intense that freaking was. I'm looking at him like, whoa. whoa. And I love how Inu stepped up for Takumi. I really do. I am not taking that away. That was a brilliant move at best. That was a brilliant move. I love it. But again, that scene was so freaking tense. So much craziness in that episode, to the point I'm thinking as the episode goes on, because we're on episode 7. I want to see, look, I want to be this person to say this. I want to see Takumi face her sister. And one thing I'm curious to see how this went down. I want to know the history between these sisters. I want to know what led to this and why is she afraid of her. I want to know. But if Takumi's going to face her sister, she's going to have to beat her up, knock some sense into her. Those two characters need to knock some sense into it. And then we get to the point where we see who they're facing. Aya is going to face that blonde guy, and then Mio's going to face the red guy that they lost to. So I'm curious to see where this goes. But again, this episode was God mode intense episode. It was so intense, you had to be glued, sit your ass down and watch it like you've never seen it. And after watching this episode, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling it. I'm fucking feeling it. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for next week's episode. It's going to be intense, and it's going to be intense as ever. Whew, I can't wait to see it. See you soon.